I definitely believe that today's youth have a completely different set of challenges. I mean, clearly every generation has certain things that you go through just, as a person growing into your adulthood and growing into your life. But I believe the youth today have so many other challenges. Everything from parents are younger, especially in Milwaukee. We had a statutory rape problem. I'm sorry, the phrase that people prefer to use is teen pregnancy. But statutory rape problem in Milwaukee for a good 20 to 30 years, where you had babies having babies, basically. And this didn't just exist in one community. This was among white children, black children, Hispanic children, and we led in the nation in our numbers for children of color having babies. And the problem with that is that now you have grandparents that are younger than me. You have so many individuals who fell into the cycle of what happens when you're a teen parent, which is they tend not to get their high school diploma, they tend to be in poverty, they tend to have so many other challenges, including their children are going to be more prone to possibly going in the foster care system, possibly going into criminal activity. All of these are patterns that now you have several generations of young people who have gone into this cycle. The other thing is, the world is a smaller place, for lack of a better way to say it now. So where before you could do something and it wouldn't necessarily be on social media and then all over the place. Now you have huge challenges where when I was young there was bullying that happened, but now that bullying can be on the social web, on the World Wide Web. And when that's on the World Wide Web, oh my goodness, you can't just take it back. And so children are challenged with so many different issues, and not to mention so many different health issues that plague our children that had not plagued us before, that were really adult diseases. You have HIV that's plaguing our children. You have children having diabetes. These are things that we by no means, thought of as issues that young people would have. And now the numbers for HIV, highest numbers in our state among young people. Those are the kind of things that, really concern me. Obesity, huge obesity issue in our nation, but among our children. Diabetes. And so really now what you're looking at for the first time ever with this generation, whether it is academically, financially, or health-wise, that they, for the first time, will be a generation that will not necessarily be better off than their parents. They may not even live as long as their parents. Those are frightening. We tried to do something in regards to comprehensive sex education, age appropriate. I know that some people try to put it out of context, but so that we can talk to our children about the consequences of being sexually engaged, that there are not only criminal consequences because it's illegal, but also the health consequences like STDs, but also the spiritual consequences if you even believe. So we've tried to do some things to begin to address these issues that we see exist for our children. And I'm really excited about some work that I'm going to be doing with the school district to try to include financial literacy in math so that we will be dealing with that a little more strongly. And the young people don't realize how much power they have because their vote tends to be enough to sway whichever way an election will go. So also working to try to get civic engagement involved with young people. So my goal is to empower our young people so that by the time that they're my age, oh my goodness, God knows what they'll do. They'll be better than me, that's for sure.